Hello everybody, I'm going to start a YouTube channel named Easy Maths. Easy Maths, EASYMATHS. And the main reason why I'm starting this channel is because of I've noticed that South Africa lacks skills when it comes to mathematics. So I'm trying to play my part. So let's get on with it. And before I go on with it, please do realize that I will be following the NCS exam syllabus, and it's going to be relevant to South Africa. So let's see, and good luck. This is the typical type of exam questions we actually get. And this comes from NCS Maths Paper 1. It comes from the Department of Education, and we have to solve for x. So you're given this quadratic equation, x squared minus x minus 20 equals to 0. So I'm going to emphasize that it's very important for you to have 0 on one side. It is very important. So how would you solve this? Here's the first step. The first step is to break these three terms up. So you see this x squared, you're going to rewrite it into this form, x times x. And then you see this middle term x. Can you see it? It has a constant -1 in front of it. So you're going to write it in this form, -1x. And this constant you're going to put here, this -20. And again, I emphasize you want the other side to be 0. Now, this -1 is important. It's the aim. Step 2. Step 2, you're going to write this thing, not this x times x, this thing, that this coefficient of this one x as -1. So this is what you're aiming for. Then you're going to take this constant 20, and then you're going to divide it by 1, and this -20 divided by 1, divided by 2, divided by 3, divided by 4, and then divided by 5. And then when you divide it by 1, you get -20. When you divide it by 2, you get -10. When you divide it by 3, you get -6.666. When you divide it by 4, you get -5. And then when you divide it by 5, you get -4. And what did I say? I said the aim, this thing in the center, the aim is -1. That is your aim. So you're going to sum up. You see the things that you divided by. So you're going to say, look, -1 plus -20 will not give you this, the aim. 2 plus -10 will not give you this. So, but you note that 4 plus -5 does give you this -1. So that means you're going to use this one. Whatever you divided by times this output, plus this output. Right? Can you see 4 plus -5 gives you -1. You've reached your aim. So let's continue and go on to the next step, step 3. So don't forget, can you see this -20? You're going to rewrite it into a good form because you've reached your aim. Step 3, so you're going to take what you got previously, this, and then we did say that this is what you're going to take because it allows you to reach your aim. So under step 3, you're going to rewrite this x times x, this middle thing, and then it's -5 times 4. Where did you get this? -5 times 4, it's from 20. And how did you get this? From this 4. If you take it to the other side, it's going to be -5 times 4. And the reason why you choose this is because this allows you to reach your aim. So now, after that, you've got xx, the middle thing, negative 5, 4. You're going to draw two lines. Just draw two lines. And then this xx, write 1x on top, 1x at the bottom of this line. And then there's negative 5 times negative 4. Write 1 negative 5 on top. And then take one of these 4s at the bottom. Then you're going to do this x plus 4 times x minus 5 times that. X plus 4 multiplied by x minus 5. As you can see, x plus 4, x minus 5 equals to 0. You just ignore this middle term. And then if you solve this, you will get that x will equal to 4, or x equals to 5. Step 4 is an optional step. So what you can do, you can check to see that these answers that you got here will satisfy the original equation that you were given. So it's x squared minus x minus 20. So you're going to take, let's check. So you first take this negative 4 squared minus negative 4 minus 20. It does give you 0. Good. And then you take the other one, 5 squared minus 5 minus 20. It does give you 0. So this indeed works. So let's do a quick review. Because this is actually simple, I'm just breaking it up so it might seem more complicated than it actually is. The first step that you do when you have x squared minus x minus 20 equals to 0 and you want to solve equations of this form, you're going to write this x as x times x, write this negative 1x, and then write the constant, and you want to have 0 on the other side. Step 2, what you're going to do is that this thing will be your aim. This one in the center, that is your aim. And then you're going to take these constants, you first divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the type of equation you're given, you might have to divide by more, but normally dividing up until 5 should be sufficient enough. And then you're going to look at your answers. Then you're going to, you see the things that you divided by, you're going to add them to this thing. This plus that, 2 plus that, blah. But you adding them to make sure you get to your aim. So 4 and negative 5 in this instance gave us the aim. So that means you're going to write 20, this 20, as 4 times negative 5. So step 3, as you can see here, this xx minus 1, negative 5 times 4, and then you just draw this big x, this line, these two lines. These xx, you're going to write xx, you're going to ignore this one in the center, negative 5, you're going to write negative 5 here, times 4, you're going to write 4 here, then you see x plus 4, x minus 5. Then you solve. X equals to negative 4, or x equals to 5, and then you can just check by plugging this in. So this is the first of my many videos, and this question was taken from an exemplar. It's an NCS Maths Paper 1, Department of Higher Education, Department of Education, February to March 2015. So yeah, it's easy as that. By the way, my YouTube channel will be Easy Mathematics. I'll be taking questions from past papers and breaking them up like this in an easy format so that everyone can understand. I hope this was informative. Thank you. Enjoy.